Hey, what's up and welcome back everyone to another Warzone 2 video. In today's video, we're returning with one of the favorite series on this channel, and it is the top 10 tips and tricks. But we're not going with some like baby stuff that you learned in week one. We're getting really into the weeds, talking about some stuff that you probably should know about, but if you're not putting hundreds of hours into the game, you probably don't know about, right? And that's totally fine. If you haven't seen my previous tips and tricks videos, they will be linked in the pinned comment and the description. Binge all of those to make sure you have all of the in-game mechanics, all of, whether they're exploits or whatever they may be, to help you get the most out of your Warzone 2 experience. If you appreciate this type of video where I'm not just giving you new meta classes every single day, make sure to drop a like on this and subscribe for even more. But first, I want to thank the sponsor of today's video, and that is Point3. Now, if you don't know what Point3 is, they actually have their origins in basketball, but they've taken some of their technology from basketball and brought it over to gaming. So they brought this technology called Drive, which is actually a proprietary fabric that they have on the outside of normally what would be their basketball shorts. So, whenever you're going up to shoot a free throw, you want to make sure your hands are dry just to have that consistency. Well, now they brought it over to like gaming wear and lounge wear and sportswear, and they have an officially licensed partnership with Call of Duty to have like some Task Force 141 shorts. They've got some Modern Warfare shorts. They've got a whole catalog, including even like, if you guys know, like a lot of gamers, especially mouse keyboard gamers, have been switching to sleeves to reduce the amount of friction on their mouse pad. They've got everything. If you guys want to check it out, you can use code Iceman to get 20% off. I think it's a really cool partnership. I'm wearing their stuff right here. They also have some more traditional basketball stuff. So if you guys like, going to the court and just doing pickup games and just like having your shoes in a ventilated bag, you can store basketball in here. Just a really cool partnership. I'm thrilled to be partnered with them. But without further ado, let's get into today's video. If you guys want to check it out, it'll be available in the link in the pinned comment and the description. Okay, so for tip number one, this is something that most people haven't learned. And if you learned the hard way. Here we are inside a hydroelectric, beautiful scenery, and there's a stronghold that's right here. Sometimes you try to sneak your way in. Maybe you're trying to jump in and get a little surprise and work your way up the second flank. Well, there's this barbed wire here. I don't know why it's here, but this will murder you. Okay, look, I have 3 plates and health, and watch what happens. It crushes you. I don't know why. I haven't found any other place in the map, but just beware, because if you are low health, it will instant kill you and instant thirst you. So make sure. This happened to be in a tournament. One of my buddies didn't know about this, ran through it, died, went straight to the gulag, and it costed us the round. Just beware of the barbed wire. Okay, so for tip number 2, you can actually defuse stronghold bombs through the wall. Now, it doesn't work for every single bomb site, but as you're going to see in this clip, there are multiple strongholds across the map where even if someone's inside and they're clearing out the bots, you can get sneaky. You can run against the side wall. Sometimes you have to run and jump against the side wall. You can grab the bomb through the wall, steal the black site, so you not only get the loadout, but you also get the UAV that's going to help you clear out the people inside. Check it out. Oh no. All right, check it out, chat. There's someone inside of there. Yoink. My black side now. All right, so for tip number 3, there's actually a lot of strongholds that you can break into. So here, and it's most common inside a hydroelectric, there are a lot of these buildings that have like these awnings that are kind of caved in, and these little patios you can jump through. Well, this is an example. If you fly in and you see a building that has the flags on it that indicates this could possibly become a stronghold, well, you can just drop right in here, get yourself a white crate, and then start your game off with a whole bunch of kill streaks, 2 kitted out weapons, and oftentimes enough cash to at least buy at least one of your loadout guns. Okay, so for tip number 4, whenever you're getting inside of vehicles, there's this really obnoxious animation where it's, you kind of open up the door and getting inside, or it's especially bad if you're like on top of the vehicle. You'll see there's this really long protracted animation, and you can get beamed from it so easy. So if you want to prevent that animation, if let's say you're getting just absolutely fried and you need to do something to save your life, what you can do is switch seats quickly, and it'll cancel the animation and basically teleport you. And then while you're swapping seats around, then you can start driving away. This is especially useful, once again, if you are getting on top of the vehicle, you're getting in from another side, you can just start swapping seats to teleport yourself and make yourself harder to hit if you're trying to use the vehicle to finesse away. Just don't do like I did. Just keep swapping and then start driving. All right, so tip number 5 is a little bit toxic. What you're gonna do is you're gonna use the voice proximity chat to mask the sound of you sneaking up on your opponent. So you're gonna see in this clip, I start coughing. I've heard people like start blowing into their mic. I've heard people like sneezing as you start to do like critical movements. So whether it's creaking open a door, whether it's climbing up a ladder, hitting a rappel, or it's even just like giving a false calm, like, oh, I'm below him. I'm below him when you're above him. Just use the prox chat to your advantage to either mask your footsteps, mask your noise, or to completely throw your opponent off guard.
Shut up. Shut up, ho. Show it up, Isaac. Why you coughing?
The enemy took that one.
Okay, so this one didn't work, but it's worked in the past. I promise you, it's worth the troll. All right, so for tip number 6, I've got kind of a 2-in-1. So you guys should probably already know that you can lean outside of vehicles, and this is like the new way to shoot. Don't do this animation of jumping up, climbing up on top of your vehicle. Now I can shoot. Now I can aim down sight. You're gonna get fried every single time. So what you wanna do is click R3 or whatever the button is bound to and lean out of your vehicle, and it'll just keep the vehicle driving. So if you're, chasing someone down or whatever it may be, line up in the straight line that you need to be on, and your vehicle will just keep driving itself. Whew. Oh no, don't go outside until you get out, or, oh my gosh, someone's mortaring me. Until you get out, or until you click R3 again and get back inside of your vehicle. But there's something else a lot of people don't realize. Now, movement is basically dead in this game. They keep patching everything, but there's one they haven't patched yet. So what you can do is, let's say there's someone at one of these right trees. See those trees right in front of me? Let's say there's someone sitting at one of those trees. You can press R3 to get outside of your vehicle. Okay, and then what you can do is you can press square, and it'll actually rocket you forward with your vehicle, and you can start flying forward. So check out what it looks like if I'm going full speed. So if someone's on this right, tree, I can press this. Boom, I dive forward. And you kind of dive forward with the cover of your vehicle. A lot of times you can use it to just like completely camera someone. Let's say, oh, looks like there's someone right here. Well, that didn't work too well. But there's some funny TikTok clips of people using this to propel yourself forward. And whether it's diving over walls or diving past enemies, breaking their camera, this is definitely a useful movement tech that I've seen a lot of people use to create some chaos and just make some really fun finesse moves on their opponent. Okay, so for tip number 7, whenever you guys are interrogating someone, which is where you put the knife up to their neck when they're downed and figure out where their teammates are, don't thirst them immediately. You never get the continuous ping of information if you thirst them. If you want the information of their teammates' whereabouts constantly pinging like your own personal UAV, leave that player alive. A lot of people don't use the interrogate feature because they don't think it's useful, but it's mainly because they're killing them right after they interrogate. So interrogate, let that person stay alive unless they start to self-revive, then put them down. But the interrogate feature is very useful if you allow that player to stay alive and constantly ping their own teammate. Okay, so tip number 8 is how to get the most out of your ammo box. A lot of people realize that an ammo box will give you full ammo, and it'll also give you full utility. But with the new backpack system, there's actually a way we can get even more out of it. So you'll see here, I have 2 stun grenades and I have 2 Simtexes. What I can do now is I can drop these, and you'll see down at the bottom right, you have the silhouette that I used to have stuns and Simtexes. So now what I can do is I can throw the ammo box. You can also do the same thing if you want to like drop all the ammo for your submachine gun or something. You can now refill, and I can stow, and now you'll see I have 2 more Simtexes, 2 more stun grenades, and a full stack of SMG, all because I dropped before using the ammo box. Okay, so for tip number 9, there is a right and a wrong way to use armor boxes in this game. So in the previous Warzone, what we would do is we would drop all of our armor, right? We would drop all of our armor, we'd pop an armor crate, and that would either give us our 5 plates or our 8 if we had our satchel. Well, it works a little bit different in this one. Okay, so the way that the armor system works in this game is it gives you up to 6, but if you don't use it correctly, it will give you less than 6. All right, so as you can see here, I have what we'll say 1 plate in my satchel, and I have a whole bunch of plates outside of my satchel. what this would do if I pop this armor satchel right now, okay, it would give me 2 plates to fill up my satchel and then 3 plates to fill up my bag, okay? If I was holding, we'll say, no plates, and then I pop this, what it would do is it would give me 3 plates in my satchel to fill it up and then 3 plates in my backpack. So what you want to make sure that you do is either have your satchel completely empty, so that way you get 3 plates there, or do what I do in this situation. We can have it completely filled, and we'll see we have 3 to spare and 3 in the bag. When I press this, we should have 3 more in my bag and then 3 more in my bag to get a total of 6 plates from the box. We hit it, and we see we got 3 plates, 3 plates. So if you want to get the most out of your armor box, either drop it all or make sure you're already all the way full. Oh no. All right, so for tip number 10, this is one of the best regain spots in the map. And actually, we're finding someone regaining right here. I need to stop jumping while I'm shooting. It's a terrible habit I have. But over here on this side of the map, absolute one of the best regain spots that a lot of people don't know about. So you guys know I've mentioned, some of the caches in the past where there's like caches inside of Hydro. There's also a metric F-ton of caches up here, okay? So there's a cache right here. Now, obviously, the guy that I just killed had already been looting these, but there's about like, I think 7 or 8 caches over here in total as you make your way around this oasis. If you guys would be interested in me making a video of showing all of my favorite cache spots, let me know by subscribing to this video and commenting down below, because there are a lot of caches, and a lot of these have already been hit by that guy. But I've got some really juicy spots across this map where you can go to regain, get a bunch of cash, just like this. He's already hit it. Like I said, there's about 7 or 8 in total as you work your way around the perimeter of this, work your way around the perimeter of this, and then there's a couple in here as well. If you guys would be interested in an entire dedicated video on caches, let me know by subbing and commenting down below, or someone just say, use a like counter, like other people's posts. Just let me know. But I hope you guys learned something new from this video. If you did, make sure to subscribe for even more content. I'm trying not to be the guy that just recycles gun video after gun video, because we all know there's basically like 3 guns in the meta. That's like the RPK, the Finnick, the MP5, the Vaznev, and maybe the AK. Outside of that, I would be lying to you if I was trying to just pump out false content. If you guys enjoy me trying to make unique content for this channel, do me a favor and subscribe, because I want to give you a lot of high value content. But without further ado, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all on the next one. Peace.